Hey guys, Rockingtheblade here once again. What's up, everybody? Wow, this movie. This is gonna be a kind of movie that, through word of mouth, is gonna make a lot of money, and that's why I'm gonna talk about today the spoiler-free movie review of Bullet Train, starring Brad Pitt. My God, this movie is intense, violent, gory, and had a lot of mixture of some very dark comedy. Like, oh my God, there's some dark comedy in this shit. That you just like, my God, there's so many times you're like, a scene happened, I was like, oh shit, and then did it do something funny with it? It's like, oh my God, it's like so. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, uh, Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt's character plays an agent named Ladybug. So you see from the trailers, not spoiled there on his code name, which I won't spoil why he's called Ladybug, but you'll find out when you see the movie. But he's not really named that in the trailer, but don't worry, you'll find out in a moment why. He's supposed to, as he's off on the train, he's supposed to pick up a package. But as the movie goes on, a lot of people want this said package, and they're trying to kill him to get it, or kill him to get it. So it's like he's basically trying to get this package to get out, but something keeps him from getting off the train through some terrible means, and now it's up to him to survive this train ride from hell. And by the way, so first off, all-star cast. Just, God, there's so many great actors in this movie. I know, of course, Brad Pitt being the main star. There is Bad Bunny, who is the famous rapper. I saw him on TV wrestle live at WrestleMania. Also, he was also, funny enough, I didn't notice he was a rapper as well, who also wrestled, who's now doing movies. I mean, ever since he had a match at WrestleMania, now he's just getting a lot of like. Now he's got more out there. Now he got he put his rap career further out there. And now he's doing this movie, which he was excellent. He wasn't there long, but the time he was there, he did a damn good job. He has a future in the business. He's a good looking man, and he can act. He can carry himself. He's a very intimidating presence. In the fight scene he saw in the trailer with him and Brad Pitt were very intense. Also, we have the actor, I forget his name, but he played Scorpion in the recent Mortal Kombat movie. Great. We also have the actor who played Storm Shadow from the underrated Snake Eyes movie, which sadly bombed the box office, but it was a good film that people should have checked out. It wasn't perfect by any means, but still, he did a good job. Also, he was in the HBO show, The Warrior, I think it's called. Yeah, it's an excellent show. Should definitely check that out as well. I think Her's getting a season 3. It's on HBO Max, in case you're wondering. Excellent show. Also, the guy who played Quicksilver from Age of Ultron is there as well. Also, one of the main actors from Eternals is there as well. I'm derping on their names. I'm sorry, but I know where they're from. And you're like, oh my God, this actor and that actor. In fact, it's 3 actors though. I know their names, but I don't want to spoil because 3 surprise appearances that's going to be in the movie. I don't want to spoil who they are and when it happens, but there's 3. There's 3 surprise appearances from actors that are well known that appear in this movie and cameo, and I'm like, oh, that person's there, and that person's there, and that person's there. Cool. And it is so. The basic plot is Brad Pitt's character Ladybug trying to get off the train with his suitcase. But boy, oh boy, and it's just so many it's just like it all takes place in one location. This beautiful bullet train. Obviously it takes place in Japan because Japan is what has the bullet trains. But oh my God, like there's so many twists and turns, and you think the movie's gonna go one way, but it goes in a different direction, and explain why this is happening and why this is happening and how this connects to that. It's movies that connect together. And like, there's so many coincidences. Why is this happening? Of course, in the third act, it explained why the connections happened. I was like, oh, that explains A lot, a lot. It's just also I have to say, without a shadow of a doubt, Brad Pitt just he really carries this movie. I mean, he's just this guy who is just trying to do his job, but it just goes wrong in every conceivable way, and it's just funny. He's just like he's trying to be trying to avoid confrontation, and it wasn't a confrontation, and it ends up being like that, and he's not a violent. He's not like Liam Neeson's characters in the movie like Taken or Nonstop, where he's just this badass ass kicker. I mean, he doesn't defend himself. But it's like this thing that like I'm just trying to do this. He's just trying to do this. It was supposed to be a simple grab this and get out type of job, but as you saw from the trailer, it's spiraling out of control, and it's just the way he just carries himself. Even though people are getting killed and it's brutal. Don't get me wrong. Some of the kills are, oh man, if you're squeamish, I wouldn't recommend this movie because some of the kills are something. I'm like, damn. There's certain times I was like, and sometimes I laugh not because it's because the situation. It's funny. It's just how Brad Pitt just reacts to the situation. He's like the straight man character where like he's just reacting off the craziness that's happening around him, and his reactions are just chef's kiss beautiful and just really what makes the movie. He's kind of, even though he's a special agent type of person, kind of, sort of, but he kind of feels like the everyman. The guy just trying to just do his job and just just complete his job and just go home. But it's just, at one point after the movie, he's like, fuck it, I just want to just get off this damn train. But it's just, but he just can't. The poor dude just can't catch a break. But the other cast of characters are just phenomenal. The guy who played in Eternals and the character who played Quicksilver, they have this beautiful like brotherly relationship, and they're also surprisingly very funny and very charismatic towards one another. I really like their chemistry together, and honestly, I want to see those two actors, in another movie together. Because I know we got like, for example, Falcon Winter Soldier, because just as that brief exchange they had in Civil War, and people like, including me, is like, I want to see Falcon Winter Soldier in a movie or a show together, and the show ended up being one of my favorite Marvel TV shows out there besides Moon Knight, and I wanted to see those two actors together because the chemistry was like beautiful. Like, they've been acting together for years, even though it's their first time paired together. And I'm like, I wanted to see them in a different movie, but them working together. So that's how good the characters are. Like, maybe it's like a spy, like do like a cool spy movie with those two actors. I would actually love to see something like that. Like a cool like action comedy movie with them two together. I think will make tons of money. I think there's a missed opportunity there. Also, the main antagonist of the guy, I won't spoil who the actor is. The trailer might have spoiled it, but just in case I don't, I've seen him in other movies. He's done a great job. His role in this movie was excellent. And he's not there a lot because he shows up towards the end, but when he shows up, he's an intimidating presence, and I understand why he got the nickname he got in the film. And it's just one of those things like, God, you forget how I missed his particular actor. He did such a great job as the main antagonist, and this is great. And they have surprise appearances by other actors and actresses as well, and it's so beautiful. And it's funny, and you write off certain things, and one of those things you gotta move. You gotta pay attention, because it's one of those where you can't just like jump in the middle of and you'll get what's going on. You gotta like be there since the beginning, otherwise you'd be very confused. So it's one of those movies that, even though it's funny action, dark comedy, and good writing and well paced, well written movie, but it's one of those movies you have to be there from the beginning, and because the payoff in the end is beyond worth it. And it's like, I'll just say as much: it's no coincidence. Don't think like, don't write something off when you see something. Don't just write off as like, oh, that's whatever. Pay attention. to the things that you least notice because they might play in a big factor in the movie later on, sooner rather than maybe towards the end of the movie or maybe in the middle or maybe right away. But don't just write things off. Just really pay attention because that thing that you thought you ignored comes back. There's a couple of times when we threw some nice twists and turns. I was like, whoa, I didn't see that. I didn't see that either. And then the third act, oh my god, was insane. It was this movie was just wild. It felt like a Die Hard movie on steroids towards the end. It's like, I'm surprised they didn't do, because we done one that, I'm surprised they did like a Die Hard movie on a bullet train. You know what I mean? Sadly, unfortunately, Bruce Willis's health is really bad. Cause I want to see like a Die Hard movie with him and his daughter and his crazy in a bullet train and just going ape shit. And I would love to see something like that. I mean, we've seen movies like that in trains before. Where the main plot just takes place in one location, like in a train before. But I want to see something like that with Bruce Willis's character. But unfortunately, due to his health, which you could look into what happened with him. He can't act no more due to his declining health, unfortunately. But overall, just all the cast of characters in that movie is just so damn good. There's more characters I want to get into, but I'll spoil the movie and you'll see the surprise twist. You know what I mean? Just pay attention and not everything as it seems. Even though it seems like a simple action dark comedy type of movie, but not everything as it seems. It's a very funny but well written movie that you need to pay attention to because the payoff for it is beautiful overall. And overall, it's a movie that I think gonna do banger in the box office because I had a great time. I got a standing ovation when I saw the movie, and it deserved it. It was a great film from start to finish. So in other words, if you want to see Bullet Train, go see Bullet Train. It is an excellent film from start to finish. Just so damn good. It's just so damn good. Like the trailer's like had my curiosity, but damn, it surpassed my expectations. I thought like a funny dark action comedy kind of dealio. But it ended up being beyond it. It was a well-written, cleverly written, just overall just well-written, put together mystery movie in a way because you don't know why this is happening or how these are connected. And when that third act, when everything's revealed, it's like, whoa. But there are some dark comedy moments that just made me laugh because and I felt bad for laughing, but I couldn't help it. It's in those situations, it's because and again, Brad Pitt. His reactions to these situations are just chef's kiss again, beautiful because I didn't know how anyone else would react. What the fuck? And it's beautiful. Overall, go see the movie. Alright guys, tell me anything in the comment section below. Have you seen it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment section below. I definitely want to hear you guys' thoughts on the matter. And as always, please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day. Be safe out there. And bye. Have a good one, guys.